By Professor Stephen Caliendo, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences at North Central College. Welcome back.
Thank you.
So I've heard this compared to the Nixon tapes during the Watergate scandal. Put it in perspective to this. How big is this phone call?
I think the comparison to the Nixon tapes makes sense because they're tapes. There's things that you could hear. And I really want to, and this is such a professor thing to say, but I want to encourage folks to listen. I know it's a full hour, but don't just read the Sparks notes. Don't just read what the media puts out, and even the transcript, which you can go through faster, to hear it not only in the president's own words, but to hear the other folks on the call and how they're responding to him. I think that's the reason why we're hearing echoes of what happened during Watergate.
And in general, a lot of people are saying there could be some breaking of the law here. What are your thoughts here? Are the optics just bad for the president, or was the law broken?
At worst, the optics are bad, and this is an inappropriate phone call, to be certain. It's also interesting to note that this is the sort of thing he was impeached about. In that case, it was calling a foreign power asking him to interfere in an election. Here, he's calling a state asking him to interfere in an election. And so, what the lesson of the impeachment was not, as Susan Collins put it, that he learned a lesson from that. But I think, it's really important to keep in mind that if there were laws broken, they may be federal laws and they may be state laws. And if they're federal laws, it stands to remain whether he can pardon himself or whether he'll resign from office a day or hours before to let Mike Pence pardon him. But he's not a presidential pardon does not get you out of state or local trouble. So if you broke laws that are state and local laws that they want to prosecute, he's still going to have to face those charges.
Let's talk about some more immediate reaction, because tomorrow, of course, we have that runoff happening in Georgia, which is crucial to the balance of power in the Senate. So how could this affect that?
I don't know that this will affect it all that much. I mean, the broader notion that that the president has continually expressed concerns about a number of states, including Georgia, may have led to some depressed turnout in areas of the state where he was likely to win. And so, that's not unique to this phone call, although this is a culmination of those efforts. And remember that millions of people already across the state of Georgia voted early. And so, a lot of them voted before the phone call was made public. But lots of folks going to the polls tomorrow. And it's very important because if those two seats go Democratic, which would be changes, they're both held by Republicans now, that means that the Democrats will control both houses of Congress for the first 2 years of the Biden presidency.
All right, Professor Caliendo, as always, thank you for joining us, and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you both.